scrape it up, scrape it up. And then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, take it up. Drop it back down so you shake it up. Scrape it up, scrape it up. And then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, take it up. Drop it back down so you shake it up. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm gonna pop it till I drop, cause I ain't dropping Miss Daisy. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I got a boast, I move like a ghost. Give them that Patrick Swayze's. All of them lost, they knew the cost. I chase them down, I'm the boss. Up in the circle, hitting that purple. If that don't work, maybe a perk. Or Madison High, that is the spot where I get paid every raise. Sign on my checks with a big X, then get up out of my space. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. All of my shit, always legit, it's just what my mama gave me. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. Call it a win, once I begin, I'ma do it for my baby. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I am the one, hot like the sun, winning the races that pay me. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. Hitting the throttle, popping the bottle, pour it on top of like gravy. It's never a cap, winning the snap, and no one got nothing to say. I'm in every place, taking every race, nobody can get in my way. Tapping the brake, first to the take, I never knew how to die. Give all the rest, all of my best, all of it takes running dry. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. You think you know how this will go, don't be so goddamn hasty. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'll see you there, blood in the air, victory's gonna be tasty. Crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more, or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about
are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Wake up, or you're gonna be late for school.
This is it! Never stop, never quit. Now's the time. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Twisted envy, clawing hands, all below me from where I stand. Reaching higher, ever still, shape the future to my will. Never stop, never quit. Now's the time. This is it. This is it. This is it.
Good evening, race fans. Welcome back for the moment we've all been waiting for, the final round of the 2026 UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series, brought to you by Inside Lane Productions. Kobe Jordan in behind the cameras for the final time this season, and joining myself, Paul Jackson, in the booth, we got James Watson. How are you going, James?
I'm going all right, Paul. What more can you say? It's Dega, and it's the finale. Normally, I'd say this is the night we crown a champion, but, well, the champion's already pretty much crowned, but it's, as you can see, there's still a lot to play for here with the other positions in the championship standings.
Yeah, that's for sure, and definitely good track to finish off. Shake and bake, baby. But Ruben Phelps there, your championship leader, pretty much locked that one in the bag with a 50-point lead over Gary Wellman. Then Matty Raymond in third, with Harry Nastakis there in fourth. So only 17 points separating those two. So it's going to be interesting for that podium spot. And Ryan Barber there locked in as well with Harry Nastakis on 490 points each. So third place could be up for grabs for anyone there. Kate Donnelly there in sixth, Scott McClintock in seventh, Troy Davidson eighth, Craig Roffey in ninth, and Kim Roffey rounding out the top 10. Here at Dega, 100 laps here tonight, and looking at about maybe 20 laps fuel. I'm sure we'll see that maybe extending out with the fuel saving strategies going on with the super speedway run. So we'll have the team working well together. Drivers will be managing their fuel, and not really too much of a tyre impact tonight.
Yeah.
The Burling Motor Group, keys to the race. So maintaining draft position throughout constant changing pack racing battles. So we'll see if anyone's keen to work their way up through the front, or who's keen on just sitting in that draft and once again, looking after their fuel and setting themselves up for that final pit stop to go hard.
Key number 2 is making smart lane choices during high-speed multi-car racing. We've seen it about 1 million times here at Daytona, Talladega, and New Atlanta. The lane that you're in has a lot to do with where you're gonna end up. You need to watch the lanes, watch how the draft is taking place, seeing which lane has the most energy and making sure you are right where you need to be. And you're gonna see a lot of blocks and lane changes from those leading the pack, just trying to maintain that, watch the energy and being able to hold on to their lead without letting the other line go right past them.
And third key, timing fuel stops perfectly in a short stint strategy race. Well, pit stops where it's going to make or break anyone's race besides the big one. So obviously nailing those pit stops and getting that timing right, getting in and out of pit road and your pit box. Right. Working well with your team as well, so you're not left alone on the track. A few things to consider there in super speedway racing. We'll be wrapping up practice in just under a minute and heading over to qualifying. So we'll have a look at what those times are going to come through. But our picks here in the Everything Simulated booth tonight, I'll kick it off quickly and going for Lachlan Urquhart. So good to see Lockie back with us, and hopefully he can have a good win here tonight. I know he has some luck on Super Speedway sometimes, so hopefully that'll come out tonight. And over to you, Kobe.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, viewers. I've gone with the driver most likely to win on the track he's less likely to win at. And why do I say that? Because it's Talladega. Obviously, anyone can win here. But I won't keep you guessing. I've chosen Ruben Phelps. He's won the championship, so why not win the final race? It'd be a nice poetic finish, and that's what I'm looking for as a broadcaster. Over to you, James.
All right, I am going to go with Giuseppe Milo for my pick. Giuseppe has won at this style of track before. In fact, I want to say he's won here at Talladega. I can't remember that off the top of my head, but Giuseppe is definitely the one I'm going to be keeping my eye on.
Alrighty, well, range of picks there, and Super Speedway, anyone can take home the win tonight. So in the chat, everyone tuning in, drop your picks for who you think's going to win Dega for the final round. hopefully we might even see someone new on the podium. That'll be good. It's a good way to wrap up the season. But, into qualifying, and Wesley Fuge on screen. So nice looking pink and black car. That one that caught my eye earlier in practice.
Absolutely, I love the way that looks.
Looks like the sun's starting to set a little bit here at Dega too. So don't know if we'll roll over to a night race. It's rising. Oof.
Yeah, it is. It is almost 8:30 in the morning in sim time, so we don't have to worry about whether or not Talladega has lights, which it doesn't.
Didn't pay the power bills, but I was going to say lucky the supercars got lights, but they look like they're covered up as well.
I don't even want to know how much money it would cost to light all of Talladega Superspeedway. I don't even want to know how much it costs to light Daytona.
Probably quite a lot. So got some picks there from Sarah. Good evening to you. Ryan Barber, Matty Ray, Ruben Phelps were the top three there. Some solid picks there. So, no times yet. So we'll see Banks the first time. Troy Davidson there with a 51.5 flat.
No, Bob, Talladega doesn't have lights.
That's exactly what I thought. It looked like it was getting dark out there, but maybe the rain's coming. Looking a bit overcast. It looked a bit sunnier out there before. Adam Malone jumping up into second there. But Troy Davidson's still sitting strong on top at the moment, with about half the field to go to post a time.
Yeah, here's where we're going to see everything really start to change. Obviously, everyone does the whole run up by the wall for your first lap, trying to gain as much speed as you can, and then just wrap the yellow line the whole way at lap 2.
Ooh, Matty Ray jumping to second. Getting quite close there to Troy Davidson with a 51.508. So good job there for Matty. Just over a minute to go left in qualifying. So we'll go to a quick ad break and we'll come back with our starting grid in just a moment.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uests.com.au or call 1-300-122-598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in one last time this season with us for the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. And taking the Grant Chapman pole tonight is Troy Davidson, alongside with Matty Raymond. Second row, Giuseppe Maiolo and Kim Roffey. Starting out at P5, Adam Malone and Peter Matheson in sixth. And the fourth row, Daniel Blinko and Gary Wellman. And your fifth row, Wesley Hughes doing a shoey, and Todd Maxfield in 10th.
On row 6, we have the 222 of Nicholas Walsh and the 600 of Nick Burling. Row 7 has the 94 of Rick Vincent and the 6 Tom Pritchard. 42 of Lockie Urquijo and the 27 of Derek Jacobs on row 8. Row 9 has the 85 of Tony Raffi and the 10 Tyson Carey. Rounding out the top 20 is the 17 of Sean Signore and the 06 of Ruben Phelps. Ryan Barber in the 05 and Jacob Dean in the 34, row 11. Andy Barber in the 5 and Nigel Patton in the 90 on row 12. Colin Bennett in the 242 and Scott McClintock in the 016 on row 13. And that will round out your field for the finale here at Talladega.
Well, 26 cars for the final race, and 26 cars to get involved in the big one. We hope we'll see it tonight. That shoey, that got me. That's a good one there from Wesley on the driver one. Starting early, celebrating early.
Absolutely.
Hopefully we can have a chat to him either during or after the race, and we'll have to question him about that one. Must have been a good time, good celebration, but you know, the SRM boys will be celebrating after this race. Ruben Phelps, the championship leader, and pretty much in the bag, so all wrapped up with the final race to go.
And you know, it's funny, we people have been telling Matty Ray to qualify pretty much all season and last season, and he finally qualifies, and look at that, he puts it on the front row. Exactly why people have been telling him to qualify.
Well, we'll see how he goes there, and I'm sure Grant Chapman will be pretty happy where he put that car tonight on the front row. But pace car is coming off. Troy Davidson going to be taking us to the green flag. 100 laps here at Talladega. And I really hate how they shifted the start. Ooh. Well, apparently not the way you want to start the race, but Troy Davidson, your pole setter, coming off with a black flag on the first lap.
Yeah, I think he went before the green flag was out. There's the restart zone enabled, and the rule is that you have to, regardless of if you're the pole sitter or outside pole, if you go before the green flag is thrown by the starter, that is a black flag. That, or if you go too fast over the speed limit. So he would have been absolutely fine if it was pretty much any other restart. Unfortunately, not on initial start. You see
I was about
Tyson
to
Carey.
say, it looked like someone else was coming into pit road with Troy Davidson there, and I wasn't sure who that was, but Tyson Carey. Comeback race, and again, not the way you want to start your race with the black flag. So,
Yeah, I'm not
Maybe-
sure what happened, and the unfortunate thing for Tyson is Troy's penalty is just a drive-through. Whatever he got, it's a stop and go. He is being held.
Well, I wonder if that's passing or something like that before the start, maybe, or not sure. But Matty Ray to the front on the inside, Kim Roffey on the outside, getting a nice little push there from Wello, Gary Wellman, and that's Nigel Padden hanging out on the outside there. Was that Nick Burling? Might be Nick Burling, actually.
That is Nick Burling all alone in the trying to make the third lane work all by himself. He was there with Peter Madsen, but Peter has elected to get out of the fray. He is all the way back at the back of this main pack.
Not a bad place to be, a little bit further back, and just watching out. We have 3 wide at the front early on, only 4 laps into this race. So,
And you know, I'm starting to remember. I'm not sure if it was the BMG 600 or last season's race here at Talladega, but I think I remember Nick doing exactly this, making the third lane work all by himself up there, and us being absolutely shocked he was able to do so, because it's almost impossible to do that, especially with these cars, how much drag they have thanks to the big old wing on the back. It is remarkable that he's able to do that, while the next gen cars, you can't really get a third lane going without a lot of cars helping out because of how much drag that car produces.
well, these supercars won't have the aero bubble exactly as the NASCAR will have. So again, you can not really get slowed down on sitting on that outside, but you can certainly make use of the draft there.
Yeah, and understandably so, the iRacing devs probably didn't think they had to worry about the draft model on the V8 Supercar.
Yeah. Only in Australia. Gotta be careful there as the laps tick on. You start to get a bit snaky, and that second lane, as you see Kim Roffey sort of pulling up a little bit higher, but Nicholas Walsh is trying to run 2 cars in the 1 lane there, trying to use that side draft, and that's where things can come unstuck when you're not looking at the driver next to you and just misjudge the corner a little bit, get a little bit of a wash up, and you're in the side of the car next to you.
Plus, you very much do not want to give Netcode an opportunity to rear its ugly head, and that's the risk you run when it comes to side drafting. Is Netcode can very easily just decide, nah, screw all these drivers in particular.
Well, I did slip iRacing $5 to throw in some random netcode there, but there's the contact. Kim Roffey, Nick Burling stuck on each other.
Oh, you almost got your money's worth right there.
Ooh-wee. Oh.
I do.
reached a 10th of this race yet, James.
We sure haven't. But you know, you absolutely have to kind of start to keep an eye on those about midfield on back, because you know they are going to be fuel saving wildly. And that's the thing about the plate tracks like here in Daytona, etc., is being able to focus on saving all that fuel. I always talk about it at great length, you know, manufacturing your own track position, being able to have that shorter pit stop and be able to jump everyone else who's having to take more fuel.
Well, manufacturing your own track position, Derek Jacobs is sneaking up for a 4-wide attack here. Meanwhile, the pack's about to pounce on Tyson Carey as well, so things are going to get dicey real quick here.
Yeah, you see Burling has himself some help here with Rick Vincent and Derek Jacobs, like you said, right behind now. It looks like DJ's starting to get off of it. Tom Pritchard is not liking what he's seeing up here, and honestly, I don't blame him.
Well, trying to throw the old common sense hat in the ring here. Yeah, now we're rolling over 10 laps, so don't need to be doing crazy wild 4 wides just yet. Get another 80 laps or so under the belt, and then pull out that card. But Kim Roffey's slotting in front of Matty Ray there, so
yeah, you see,
in there.
you see, all of a sudden the lines have almost completely dissipated. In fact, Tom Pritchard immediately came over the radio and said, "I didn't expect all of you to listen to me." Because yeah, almost as soon as he said it, the middle line just kind of fell apart and dissipated. Now we're starting to see a few more get back up there, as now Nick Burling is all alone in the middle lane.
Well, that's one way to show who's working with who there, and just leaving Nick Burling all alone there by himself, aren't they? So that's going to push Ruben Phelps on through the middle, though. Obviously, Fusion behind, so that middle lane will get another couple of cars joining there. But, Rick Vincent, Tony Roffey there on the outside, lined up for Rogue Sim Sports.
Yeah, I'm guessing Nick is having a hard time getting help, because having to look at all that chrome might be giving some drivers a headache. The shine of the sun is only going to get a lot worse as we get more towards noon.
Well, so far, tracking pretty well there, James. I don't know if we might see some early cautions. Maybe we might see some later cautions, but we'll certainly put that fuel mileage to the test and see about those 20 laps in if we can get there.
Yeah, what's really going to dictate it is whether or not we can get to green flag pit stops, because you always see it. Whenever you get to green flag pit stops, you always have everyone separating into a lot of little packs just from some guys being able to execute the pit stop a lot better than others. It happens like clockwork, and because of that, you're going to have less cars all around each other, and obviously it's going to be less of an opportunity of a caution being caused here. Oh, there it is!
Oh, Tony Roffey's on his
Roffey.
side. He's going for a skate on his side. He's still on his side. He's on his lid now. Tony Roffey.
Tony Roffey.
It's upside down. We're going to have to throw the red flag, I think, not the yellow. But we'll go to the 131 Retro Radio replay on that one. Have a look there. Phelps and Roffey getting caught in each other, and Wesley just come round Phelps and looked like just straight back in front of him, up into the wall.
Yeah, that's the one I want to... Oh, my Lord! My goodness!
If there was a time to blink, that was the time. Sean Signori just coming through there.
Man, I want to see the cockpit view from Tony Roffey right there.
Lachlan Oakley there. Coming through.
And I believe you're gonna... Man. Yeah, we need to see that wild ride from his point of view. Like you could put classical music in the background of this.
Do 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 do. Ooh, wait.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for Tony.
Alrighty, well, have a look at that. Pit road. Kim Roffey's got a nice big gap over the whole field coming in pit road. I think a little bit of a hold up there from Burling and some unhappy drivers probably coming up to this stop.
Yeah, but one person that's definitely not unhappy with Nick Burling is Kim Roffey.
Ooh, just looking at Wesley Fuchs's car bumping along pit road there. Doesn't look too good at all.
Yeah, Kobe had mentioned to us that Wes had been ending up on his roof a lot as of late. And does it still count if he didn't, but someone else did in the same wreck he was involved in?
Well, he did touch that car as well, so maybe he's rubbed it off on Tony Roffey now.
Tagger it.
Passing on the bad juju there.
Yeah.
And the pit crew, they're all just sitting there shaking their heads. That's unfortunate there, Wade. Would have been good to have another car on the field, on the grid. But, have to get into the next season and join us for a few more races. We are under caution, first caution of this evening, and pace car lights are still on, so why don't we quickly grab someone to have a quick chat. And I'll just pull a random in. Lockie, how you going?
Good, and yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Good to see you on track for the final race.
Yeah, no, it's I had to come back and run since I got my computer fixed, but yeah. I wanted to do a few more races this season, but I had a problem where I kind of might have killed the motherboard.
Well, all fixed up, ready to go for next season then.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm a little distracted. I got a speeding penalty even though I had the speed limiter on, and I'm trying to sort myself out here. But no, ready to go for next season for sure.
Yeah, nice. Well, yeah, there was an update with the pit limiter on the cars, so Yeah, you'd have to have a look at that one if you haven't read those notes on iRacing.
Yeah,
But,
no, it's good to be back. I missed racing on iRacing a bit, so glad to be back running again.
Yeah, probably enjoyed some time off too, as we
Yes,
do
no.
after a bit.
It was a good break, definitely a refresher, so I didn't have to think about it too much. But
As long as you're not too out of touch with things, you know.
I did a couple of officials last week, and I was very rusty. So.
Alrighty, well, we'll chuck you back, and pace car lights are off, so we'll let you get sorted for the restart. But thanks for coming and having a chat.
Cheers, lads. Best call.
Good
Have
luck.
a good call.
Thanks, mate. Alrighty. Well, yeah, I really did want to ask him about that crash and if he noticed that one in his rear view mirror, but sounds like he's got his mind occupied on penalties and that, so we'll let him get sorted there.
Good to see him back here, though.
Yeah. Wonder if his computer looked like Kobe Jordan's old one, full of dust and. That new one does look pretty good, though. I must admit that I saw.
It really does. Absolutely jealous.
Well, pace cars off. Kim Roffey and Rick Vincent on the front row. So Rogue's going to get the jump here, and away we go. So I'm not sure if anyone copped any penalties that time round. Kobe will probably inform us in the background. But, green all round by the look of it. A nice jump there for Kim Roffey, Rick Vincent, and even Tom Maxfield going with. So underway at the moment. And, thought we were going 3 wide again, but Adam Malone just slotting in on that inside line. Rick Vincent will be holding that second line at the front there. Peter Matson and Derek Jacobs in behind.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna chill out a little more now. Obviously, getting the first big one, hopefully they've got that out of their systems and we'll be able to ride a little more, but you never can tell sometimes.
Well, they might have it out of their systems, but we want more. So can I bang my fists on the table and start chanting more?
Please do.
Maybe they're listening.
Yeah, see, Peter Matson has joined the fray. He's got help from DJ right behind him. They have caught up to Nick Burley, and they are trying to get another lane going.
Well, there was a gap there. I thought Burling was going to jump in there, getting real close, but didn't quite take opportunity on that. We've still got the run on that second lane, though, slowly working towards the front. And now he's dropped in there, but it's going to pop back out.
Yeah, I feel like we're probably not going to see Nick jump down to the bottom really at all unless he's able to get out in front and get that lead.
Well, I think he's probably trying to make use of a little bit of draft off. I think it was Giuseppe Milo or Todd Maxfield. It was between those two cars, so maybe just utilise a little bit of draft there to try and pull up a bit further on that second lane. And Phelpsy in the background there going to join that second lane, trying to work his way back up.
Yeah, Rubes has absolutely no desire to ride around right now. hopping right behind Matty Ray.
I was really hoping he would just keep sticking it through the middle there. there was a gap there. Just make that middle your own.
Yeah, I bet you were.
Be like, yeah, well, I'm making the middle because the gap's there, so you can stick to the outside.
Yeah, right now it's really just those three on the outside. Otherwise, a massive train of cars here on the inside.
Steve Hopper, few returning next season. You got the inside goss on who's returning next season? Full season, part season? Maybe you can get a sneak preview of what that might look like.
I hope he's included in the returning next season.
I'm sure Hopper will be loving out there on Talladega as well at the moment.
Oh, look at that. Wesley's back out on track.
I did read he had about 5.5 minutes of repair time after that first caution, so a bit of damage there. Hopefully got all of that fixed, so car's looking pretty good. So I'd say he probably took the time and got that sorted, however 7 laps down.
Yeah, that's a lot, but let's not forget this is Talladega. Getting that many cautions is very much possible.
Well, only one person will be cheering about that caution was Troy Davidson, so he's back on the lead lap after that start to the race, getting a black flag penalty, jumping the gun, so I'm sure he would have been cheering seeing that yellow flag and getting that lucky dog.
Yeah, right now him and Wellman are the last cars on the lead lap, just absolutely trying to fuel save here. And you know, that caution came out at a really interesting time fuel strategy wise, because it came out right around like lap 15, 16 or so. So it's not quite going what we were anticipating to be a full fuel run. So now the fuel save becomes even more important, because if you can get to it, the longer you can stretch it, you're gonna make that final stop so much shorter. And it's at the point to where shortening up that stop might be pretty significant and might get you not only a lot of spots track position wise, but it might even help you be out of draft range from those who are fighting right now.
Well, Derek Jacobs on the outside, leading the second line. Matty Ray and Ruben Phelps in behind there. So, Burling slotting in on that inside line for a bit of a run. And Todd Maxfield looking like he wants to try and make his own middle as well at the moment, but got to be careful when you're on that inside line and trying to pop out there if you're not popping out right into that second line, trying to make a middle of your own. And Phelpsy just dropping in on the inside as well and popping back out, just trying to get a little bit more draft run. Try and help push DJ and Matty Ray through.
Yeah, just trying to give a quick little supercharge to their energy there on the outside lane. But I'm quite surprised that we did finally see the 600 slot down in line. And then did he just... like he also pulled out a line to the inside for a second there.
Well, we the inside line a little bit stretched out at the moment too. There's some gaps through the field there. But we've rolled over the first quarter there, so might go take a quick break, grab a drink, and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone. Lap 30 of 100 here at Talladega Superspeedway for the final round of the 2026A season. Currently Kim Roffey leading the race. Rick Vincent, teammate in behind. Derek Jacobs and Peter Matson doing it by themselves on the outside for the second and third row. Want to use some of that clean, fresh air.
And look at that, we're almost getting some 3 wide right there.
Definitely are. Peter Matson pulling up alongside Derek Jacobs, but taking a long way around the track with no help. Not going to do any justice there to that third line. So slot back in, use a little bit more draft from DJ, have another run, but definitely doing it hard on your own.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do, and the fact that it's just them there on the outside, there's can't quite say literally nothing that they can do, but there's nothing they can do.
Well, working together is something they could do. And, but everyone else just seems pretty good running single file at the moment and kind of work those fuel numbers.
I imagine, though, we might not be that far away from green flag pit stops here if what we had as our fuel numbers is correct.
Well, about 13 the caution flag flew. 14's a lot longer lap, so this is 20 laps in. So I'd probably put it down to maybe another 5 to 10 if we can stretch it. We'll see. Obviously,
See got one car jumping out of line. It's like Gary's had enough for riding for the moment.
There's Jacob Dean there, get a little bit of a draft since he ran a bit wider. That'll pull him through a bit, but Peter Matson dropping right off on Derek Jacobs. So we'll be looking at where he can slot in because you don't want to be on the outside when, three wide, Peter Matson, Gary Wellman, Jacob Dean in the background there.
Yeah, it's like an elevator. You got Gary wanting to move up, Peter wanting to go down.
Well, when you run hard and fast and you don't save any fuel, you need to find somewhere to drop in, and when you've saved all that fuel at the back, it's like, well, you want to keep going fast and make up some spots.
Meanwhile, our lead duo, 2 road cars, they've given the command. They're bringing it in this time. And so it begins.
Well, there we go. So probably after those caution laps, you're right on the money on that 20. So
whoa,
running that
nicely
real
done,
wide to the grass.
Nicely done, and no penalty. It looks like.
Looks like Burling joined Rogan pit road that time.
Yeah, that's not surprising because you saw Nick kind of leading by himself for a lot of that run, so he burned just as much fuel as they did. He probably could have gone maybe another lap or 2, but it makes sense to come in with those 2 and try to get their own little pack going. It's kind of my ideal scenario for pitting is you see Derek Jacobs making his way in. Like, I don't like to make it onto pit road with a big gaggle of cars. Like, I like to be around just a couple. Someone's gone around. I think, is that Tyson Carey? It is. Rubber ducky, no.
Well, that front bumper looks like it's made of rubber at the moment, just flopping around there on the front of his car. Have a look at the 131 retro replay. And let's see what happened there. Yeah, probably a lap behind on that one. Now you got 4 tyre sets here, Steve. And start of the race, Troy Davidson on the green. Copped a black flag penalty jumping the green outside of the restart zone. But have a look at pit road. There's 5 wide almost in pit road entry. Things are getting very hectic coming through pit road. There's contact. Matty Ray, Giuseppe Milo.
Oh,
Maybe we have to cut back to the replay and have a look at that one. Ooh-wee. Things getting very hectic in pit road. Look at this Wellman, just big smack into Matty Ray, trying to get into his box.
Yeah, I think Gary was just about to miss his box at that point. That's why you saw him make that hard left-hand turn across.
Even coming out of pit road. Ooh.
Oh no! And Matty Ray's back up on the track, and caution is out.
Might have to have a look at that one. Not sure what happened there. I just heard the thud, so.
Yeah, I think he might have gave it just a little too much. Yep. And oof. Yeah, you'll get that sometimes. And
well,
I imagine
that was a very hectic pit road. That in and out.
Yeah, you know how I was talking about how I like to come down pit road with only a small handful of cars?
That's the reason.
Yeah, that's why. That is exactly why, because stuff like that happens a lot less, it seems, when you're only one of 3 or 4. Yeah, when you come down with that many cars, it's at best wildly inefficient, and you lose a little bit of time to those who pit in a smaller group. The worst case scenario, exactly what happened.
Well, I don't think I've seen a pit road lit up that much with that many cars for a long time.
I've never seen 4 wide on pit road, and that it's saying a lot when there's something I haven't seen at this point.
Alrighty, well, gonna bring another guest up into the booth. James, I'm gonna let you have this one, so I'll pass it over to you.
Colin, James in the booth, you got a copy.
Evening, guys. How's things?
Oh, good. How are things with you? How is it going out there?
Yeah, cruising along all right. Got involved in that first bingle, but yeah, things are going okay so far.
Yeah. Now, how did that caution work out for you? Is it a good break, or does that put you in a real bad spot?
I think I'm looking okay at the moment. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how it all pans out. Just sort of hang towards the back and try and save some fuel if possible.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of fuel saving going on out there.
Yeah, it seems to be that way. Yeah, that first, I don't know, 18 odd laps where we were 3 wide. It was a little bit hectic. I think everyone sort of decided to step it back a little bit and just relax a bit more.
Yeah, do you think that kind of relaxed way of how everyone's driving gonna last this stint, or you think we're gonna go back to some of the craziness we saw at the beginning?
Hopefully, yeah, it'll sort of stay relaxed for another 20 or 30 laps, hopefully. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, I suppose.
Alrighty, well, we appreciate you talking to us, Colin, and good luck for the rest of the race.
Anytime, boys. Thanks for that. Have a good call.
Alrighty, well, by popular demand, that was Colin Bennett for Platinum. Second caution for this evening. Had 9 lead changes there through the 39 laps complete. Actually surprised it's been that many.
Sorry, just trying to handle some race control business.
That's all good there, James. Pace car lights are off, so this time round we will be going green flag once more and coming up to halfway here at Talladega. A couple of drivers slightly sneaking their way up into the front of this race. Ruben Barber up into third, Sean Signori in fourth. Both drivers finding each other once more, just in time for the final race. But Troy Davidson recovery drive back up into fifth. Rogue looking pretty good out there at the moment. Rick Vincent, Kim Roffey still on the front row there, so we'll see if they can control that restart one more time. I think that was Matty Ray and Derek Jacobs with black flags on this restart. So confirmed.
Yeah, I believe they might have gotten it for passing one of the glitchy passing under yellows. So it's going to be cleared, but I'm not entirely sure we're going to be clearing black flags at all come next season.
Looks like Derek Jacobs just pulled into pit road there, so unfortunate there. But Ryan Barber with a huge jump, just pushing Kim Roffey out the way, but more carnage. Cautions bring cautions. The yellow flag straight back out on that restart. And Scott McClintock in that one. Bit of damage on the front of his car. We'll have a look at the 131 retro replay and have a look. From there, so Nick Berlin jumping out into the middle and contact with Scott McClintock into Adam Malone. Wesley Fuge again after getting that car fixed. Ripped the rear wing straight off the back of that car. Well, we'll go to a quick ad break while we're fresh under caution, and we'll come back with this in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Here at TWRS, we're always here to help our squad when they need a little push in the right direction. That's just who we are. We're a beautifully diverse group of goofballs dedicated to driving fake race cars as fast as possible. And we continue to push each other to the front using the power of nonsense. We have one of the strongest NASCAR programs on the service, and you can access it all for $24.99 a month. And we just released individual subscriptions for $14.99 a month for each NASCAR vehicle. We also just added a Rallycross program, and our IndyCar program is taking off as well. So come join the weird side. We have speed and cookies. Cookies are not included in some locations.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. And third caution for this evening off the restart. So, not quite going as planned. And we think we might have had a dropout of Rick Vincent as well, which is going to be pretty unfortunate since Rick was running up the front there. But nothing confirmed yet, but missing on track. There we go. He's dropped out. So confirm now. A few drivers taking the chance to get some damage fixed, getting an extra splash and go in pit road as well, just to top up those tanks. Try and get back onto the strategy. So we'll be going green flag once more this time round. So Peter Madsen to the front alongside Ryan Barber.
It'll be interesting to see what Peter Madsen will be able to do here up towards the front once again.
Well, once again, hopefully drivers aware of that restart zone not to get themselves penalised. But our pace car driver, Troy Mortensen, not quite, pulling in. Oh, short ignoring
the hell?
Well, I'm going to go to the 131 Retro Radio replay to have a look at that restart, and looks like Sean Snorri just lost the rear of that car in the middle of the field. Well, hopefully we can get a green flag restart this time round, but we'll let race control just do some duties here, so we'll be back again in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready for countdown.
Man, this is some of the greatest stuff I've ever heard. Ooh.
The tracks you'd forgotten about are the ones you love.
131 Retro.
These go to 11.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and we're slowly making our way to the halfway point of this race. A couple of restart cautions. And, I'm sure everyone on track keen to get back under green flag racing.
I think we're all just kind of keen to just get to the checkered and I think put this season to bed and try to move on to better things here.
Well, probably not wrong there. No. Get all the little tantrums out and come back next season for some racing. But, everyone coming down pit road. Actually, that's my bad. I'm on the replay still on my screen after watching a few things. I better zoom that one forward. So, it's, gonna say that's very interesting. Matty Ray at the front here, but not yet, and doesn't have the wave around. So this could be a very very interesting restart once more. See what's happening here, but Matty Ray going to be out of sorts. Yeah, lap down, but not given the wave around, so well, we'll let race control sort this restart as well, just to see. But Tyson Carey dropping out now as well. Pace car off once more, and coming to 50 laps, so let's go racing once more.
See Ryan already dropping down behind Matty Ray. I wonder, because I know from what I've seen, whenever there's a caution that happens, like right when the green flag is being thrown, it kind of makes the system act up in really random ways. That's the only thing I can figure as far as why it kept the 83 up there, even though he was a lap down car.
Yeah, we've seen some weird things happen before. But, Ryan Barber looking like doesn't want to be up the front there at the moment, so dropped right back, and I was almost questioning if Nigel Patton was going to let him in, but gradually moved over and managed to rejoin the track. This with 3 wide in the mid-pack here.
Yeah, everyone's going crazy at the exact spot of the field you would think not be crazy.
A little bit of pressure off the front runners, because it's usually 3 wide at the front, not 3 wide at the mid-pack, so let the drama unfold behind, as everyone at the front would request, but Burling found himself back up to the front of the race once more.
And wasn't he involved in that second big one?
Yeah, so I think that second caution on after the second caution, the restart, popping out in the middle of the lane there and turning Scott McClintock.
Oh no! Oh my God! What a save! What a save! How on earth was that not big one, number 3?
Well, Lachlan Urquio, not even looking like he's been away from the sim. Getting shunted there by Peter Matson, but good save from both of them. Junior finding senior, Ryan and Andy linking up there.
And you know, Steve brings up an excellent point. Matty being at the head of the field, he's technically not a lap down. He is right now the last car on the lead lap. So Matty working hard, trying to hold on to the lead so that he doesn't even have to worry about getting a wave around if and when we get the next caution.
Very good spot to be, but also going to be burning a lot of fuel out there as well. So get the wave around. If it was further back and saving a bit of fuel, but going to be dragging on. So very good spot for Daniel Blinko to be sitting in at the moment, because going to be able to try and save a little bit of fuel in behind Matty Ray there.
Yeah, like if you're a leader, this is kind of the ideal scenario. You know, let that not quite lap down car just be right in front of you. Let them do their thing, and you can just sit behind, save fuel, and hold on to the lead of the race. Oh no, there's another one.
Oh, big impact.
Oh my god.
Yep. Look at the 131 Retro Radio replay on that one. See what happened there. Ooh. Looks like Wesley Fuge with a bit of a run and went to look for a middle and a little bit loose on the wheel there.
Yeah, it looked like he had it saved, and then all of a sudden it just snapped, and gosh, Gary, Nigel, just absolutely innocent bystander.
Maybe that OnlyFans car needs Renee Gracie to jump in there. Oh, big hit into the wall. Well, gonna have to start counting on me second hand for these cautions.
Yeah, this is definitely turning into that quintessential Talladega race right there.
Taking Dean and DJ with the old meatballs there.
And Patton just retired, but I'm fairly certain he probably had one too. I am surprised that Gary Wellman did not get a meatball from his part in that wreck. That was a nifty hit for the one car.
Alrighty, well, maybe it's time to have another chat. So, who do you think we should bring up this time, boys? Or let one of you guys bring someone up into the booth we'll have a chat with.
That is a good question. Say that maybe we'll go ahead and bring up Matty Ray. How about that?
How about that? Let's bring him on up. Drag him in there. Matty Ray, you got a copy?
Hey, bud. How are ya?
Yeah. Surviving. Can't say much about a few cars out there.
I know the feeling, yeah. Crikey.
Been a bit of a rough final race here at Dega.
It has, yeah, and I really wanted this one to be good too, so...
Yeah, well, you put that car on the front row and been caught up in a little bit tonight, and pit road was a bit wild under that pit stop. 4 wide.
Yeah, it
through
was.
pit road.
What even happened there? Because I didn't see anything. I was sort of driving just straight along, and it felt like I just got absolutely driven through by somebody.
Yeah, so because you were 4 wide there at the front, I think Gary Wellman was running short on trying to get into his pit box, and he done a big swerve in, and unfortunately didn't drive through you, drove into you. So
forgot where his brake pedal was.
Yeah, it was pretty wild there. Like there was quite a few cars. It was quite congested. So unfortunately,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh well, it happens, as they say. But we'll see how we go, man. I've got it all patched up finally now, so we'll see what happens.
Yep, did see you just come out of pit road there once again. So still on the lead lap. So chucking
I
it
am,
on.
yeah. I'm still wondering about everything that's going on because iRacing, I don't know, something funny seems to be going on. It kept me at the front of the field on that last restart, and I was like, I figured I would have got the wave around. So I don't know what the heck's going on tonight, but
yeah, we were sort of wondering that ourselves. So
yeah, I don't
sure.
know what's happening, but no, I think as far as I can tell, we're all sorted. I'm lucky dog now, so I think I'm starting off the tail here, but yeah, back on the lead lap. Hopefully we get it all sorted out and all that sort of thing. Come past Andy, it's done me to let you by, bud. So yeah, we'll try and get back into some sort of rhythm and pit strategy because we're only just gone halfway, so plenty of racing left. We'll get my head back in the game. I've already had a red or two, so that was probably a bad idea, but we'll see.
Plenty of racing left, plenty of cautions left, so we'll get there.
Don't say that, Paul. Gee, no, there's not plenty of cautions left, all right? Jeepers, mate. You're giving Barney bad ideas.
Hopefully
dropping
not.
the canary. Crikey.
He's earning his pay tonight, waving flags. So eventually we'll wave that checkered flag, but we'll let you go back to the boys, and
Thanks,
hopefully
brother.
the rest of the race goes well for you.
Cheers. Good luck, boys. Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Well, got to go green flag once more. That was Matty Ray joining us in the booth, but Daniel Blinko going to be taking us to green, and a good little jump there. He's stretching out between first, second, third rows there.
Yeah, I have no idea what in the world happened to the outside line. Oh my lord.
Just a moment there with Burling slotting right in front of Junior. Just trying to rub some chrome and polish the front of Junior's car there.
See Todd trying to... Whoa, boy! That got real close between Maxfield and Matson right there.
Yeah, I think Maxwell just wanted to slot in somewhere there. With Burling not looking too steady, but trying to get that car settled, as he sort of has now, and using that side draft. And going straight to the front.
That he has. He has been a man on a mission all night long.
Inside line looking like just maybe slowed down a little bit there for him. Maybe smart move there by Lachlan Equio. Again, maybe try and save some fuel. Let Burling go.
Absolutely. You are a sitting duck in this scenario. Nick is going to have to take so much more fuel at this final pit stop.
confirmed that Rick Vincent's parked that car for this evening, so internet's dropped out on him. Unfortunate there, because looking pretty strong out the front there with Kim earlier on.
Yeah, that's a heartbreaker for Rick, and that's also rough for Kim too, because, well, Kim is basically by himself with Tony's car. Well, I think Tony is back out on track, actually. Unfortunately, he is 9 laps down, so Kim isn't completely by themselves. But with Rick out, Craig still recovering, and Perry taking the provisional. Meanwhile, look at that. Colin Bennett getting pushed to the front by the SRM cars.
Yeah, that outside line come alive, and Colin Bennett, Ruben Phelps, Matty Ray getting a nice run around the front of the field there. Todd Maxfield out there trying to pick up a few extra spots. Was sitting third, and with the outside train come past, dropped back a few, so he's trying to make those spots back up. Peter Matson going to give him a hand, try and give him a push.
Colin's got to be careful. He's getting up off the bottom ever so much, and just giving Phelps the opportunity to maybe try to stick his nose in here. I don't think Ruben would do that at this point in the race, but that's definitely something Colin has to keep in the back of his mind, because while Ruben might not try to take that bit of space to make the move here on lap 63, he absolutely will on lap 93.
Well, you're be careful doing that too, because you know, someone that probably not used to running up the front, and you get a driver with that experience behind you that wants to go for the race win, but put that nose up the inside there when you're on the inside line. You think you're good there, but then that driver behind you goes and forces that mistake that you've made, and that's where things can get a bit dicey as well, right at the front of the whole pack.
Yeah, that car behind, they're going to be hyper-focused, trying to look for that opening.
Field coming past Jacob Dean there. Now that car still a lot of damage on the front of it. I was waiting to hear it one more time, James.
I'll save it.
That's not how you root for your team there, Morty.
That's exactly how you root for your teammate.
Cheering on the competition to get spun.
Oh, yeah. Colin just keeps sliding up right there, and it makes things a lot more difficult for Phelps right now, because it seems like Ruben is committed to pushing Colin out front, at least for the current moment in time. But the more Colin kind of drifts up there, especially through the corner, it's just hard for Ruben to keep lined up when they get down on the straight. And now with them flirting on 3 wide too, now it's really important for Colin to make sure he keeps it on the yellow line.
Well, what I'd really love to see is the SRM boys that are lined up there. They probably want to go for a 1, 2, 3 because they're sitting in a pretty good spot there. But it's really good to see them all push Colin to a win tonight. I'm sure that would make everyone's race after 100 laps here at Dega, seeing Colin come away with a win.
Yeah, I think a feel-good story would do all of us a bit of good right now.
It's we're on over 68 laps. Troy Morns, we might have to get you driving the pace car for us. A little bit of contact there. Burling and Matson once more.
Be the only pace car you ever seen do a massive burnout pulling out of the road.
Maybe that's the. I don't know. Can you actually drive the pace car in iRacing?
Nope, you would have to put another car into the session and have that designated as a pace car.
I'm gonna say that would be pretty fun, but maybe all the bad boy drivers have a week off driving the pace car. Have to
Like
sit there, parked at the pit road entrance, just watching everyone go by, lap after lap, and then it's like, oh, yellow. Oh, well, now I can do one lap.
The OzOvals version of the penalty box in ice hockey. Probably try to make a livery that has a dunce cap or a cone of shame on it.
Well, I know some leagues, I think they get out the L plates and make drivers wear a learner driver or provisional driver paint or something like that for next week for being in the sin bin.
Meanwhile, you see business is picking up. Oh boy. See, one of the Stars cars just absolutely jumping right in front of Tony Raffi. Tony about near slammed on the brakes. Ready to go.
Yes, and we're racing 3 wide like it's 5 to go.
Just practicing for the end when they go 4 wide.
I thought that's what the pit road 4 wide practice was for.
Oh no, there it is! Oh, oh no, oh my god!
Maxfield. Oh, I think that's the save of the season right there.
Todd Maxfield needs to buy a lottery ticket. The fact that he had the space on the inside to drop down and save that car. Like, if Matty Ray is just a little bit closer, both of them are spinning into the infield. Like, look at this. I think it might be your fiver to the netcode gods coming through. I think we might be a lap behind. Because it looked like those two, Maxfield and Burling, kind of phased into each other. We were talking about that earlier on how the side drafting that we've seen from the 600 might end badly, and it should have ended badly. It's absolutely wild it didn't.
That's
yeah.
the moment right there.
And then Todd
trying on the brake and
Look
Buddy
at
Ray
that.
on the brake.
Look at that! Sliding into the DMs like that. Unbelievable. My God. Todd with a late addition to the Save of the Year award.
Well, I think someone should clip that one and send it to iRacing for one of the save of the centuries. But Kim Roffey back at the front, trying to get the pass done on Colin Bennett from the outside.
Now, looks like Burling did get some damage from that. Looks like that right front fender might be knocked in just a little bit here. Trying to get a good look at. Oh yeah, that is definitely caved in on the right front corner. It's not awful, but the problem is that if he will not be able to command his own line like he was doing. Like, that's gonna slow him down.
Well, I'm just looking, and we've got about 2.5 laps, I think, until we're going to have to stop on fuel here. So these boys need to probably try and fuel save at least 2 laps to try and get home.
Yeah, I'd say you're right.
Because otherwise, we're going to need a splash and dash.
Yeah, so keep your eyes on everyone else in the back. Everyone else here fighting for the lead. I don't know if they're sitting in the best position right now.
Well, definitely not Colin Bennett at the moment. He's been at the front of that line for quite a while. And Kim Roffey getting the pass done now.
And Matson gonna be the first one.
Well, that's even 2 laps short, so 1 lap short, so and probably that running on the outside by yourself, not doing any help there.
No, it didn't.
So, yeah, have to try and fuel save 3 odd laps there from Matson. And Tony Roffey going to be getting the lead lap back. Well, 1 lap, still 7 down.
Look at Wellman up there. Oh, there's Colin Bennett bringing it in. Looks like he is going to be, he'll have a little bit of help. Maxfield in this time.
Well, really? Yeah, if you can extend that another lap after this one, then you're probably going to be doing all right for fuel.
Kim is also in this time. Let's see, 1, 2, 3.
staying out there. So I wonder if they're the drivers that did a little top up, you know, used both laps of caution to get a little splash on in the tank.
Saw McClintock down on pit road as well. Now a few more. Raymond, Blinko. Oh, we might be getting the whole field this time. All right, let's go 4 wide part 2.
And that's the rest of the field. Oh, big pull up there for Sean Signori and Giuseppe Marolo. Well, a little bit calmer this time on pit road, not 4 wide.
And no contact, the most important thing.
Oh, Daniel Blinker, I just saw in reverse. So just overshot the pit box a little bit.
Ah, the worst time to do that. See, Wesley off pit road, kind of running his own race right now.
Well, there'll be a big finish there, Steve. 80 of 100, so final stop pretty much done. Most should be able to get home. Maybe a few there might have to save 1 or 2 laps of fuel if they can try and stretch it.
Also, it would appear that Phelps might have had another pit road miscue here. Because he is well off. I think timing and scoring is showing him 31 seconds off of the race lead.
About 20 laps there, Cheaty. So a couple of drivers just fell short. Peter Matson at 77. And then I think Burling and Colin Bennett around there as well. A lap later, Adam Malone. So there's a few out there that's got to try and save 1 or 2 laps possibly. And currently Peter Matson out the front, so he's going to be burning that fuel. He needs to kind of let the pack catch up and drop back in and try and save those laps to get to the finish.
You see Kim using Tony to try to draft here. Maybe save just a little extra bit, having to pit a few laps earlier than practically everyone behind for the most part.
Kim Ruffy's in a pretty good spot at the moment. They've got a little gap there over Colin Bennett as well, but Colin probably trying to save some fuel there as well. So let's see. There's could be an interesting finish there if we're green to the checkered. Might have some spluttering engines crossing that line.
Sputtering engines and cars getting sent into the catch fencing because of it. Because if it happens in the front of the field, ain't no one getting out alive. Whoa.
Matty Race dropping in front of Colin Bennett there, trying to close that gap from Kim Roffey to Colin. Meanwhile, Scott McClintock on the outside, getting the push there from Lachlan Urquio.
Can Lockie push Scott out into the lead right here? See a big move from Maiolo there towards the back. Now we're starting to see some cars populate that outside lane. See, Kim has dropped back a couple extra cars on the inside. Seems like the might be an extreme fuel save here for the 099. So they're getting ready to put poor Jacob Dean another lap down. But crucially, this might be a spot for Tony Roffey now. That's going to put both of them 9 laps down.
Interesting, because it's showing 7 and 9 for me on the broadcast relative there, so sure. So just a couple of laps off, 10 to go, so everyone's going to be trying to get in their spots to get their runs in these final laps. And as Sarah said, Southern Stars there in the background. They got the 3 cars lined up, ready to go when the time's right. You've got 2 of the SRM cars there, Lockie and Matty Ray towards the front, pushing Scott McClintock on the outside. So it's not a lot of team cars sort of left in this race to find each other, really, is there?
No, it's kind of almost every man for himself at this point, which is what Super Speedway was for what felt like an eternity. Now there's a lot more teams and manufacturers working together, but you're not really going to be able to have that right now. Although we do see 2 SRM cars right there nose to tail, and Maiolo's got Jacob Dean right behind him too. As well as a couple Sim boys right there.
Well, coming to that 10 to go pretty quick. Peter Matson leading the way here at Dega. Scott McClintock on the outside. Tony Roffey doing a great job there, pushing Matson at the moment. Be careful there, Morty. You could be first.
Morty, Monkey Spa Curls, he's the first one getting shot out of a cannon. We got 11 to go now. See McClintock just not quite able to clear Matson.
Go on, Sarah. Push Morty's buttons a little bit more. You might get one. Might just do a quick onboard from the cockpit. One of the drivers here in the mix of things in these last 10 laps. And get an onboard view for a lap or two around Dega before we get to the wild stuff. And I believe that'll be Giuseppe Maiolo we're on board with. So he'll take us around Dega for a lap or two.
Yeah, there's really nothing to it. Just hold in position. Probably. Now it's interesting. Some try to trail brake to kind of maintain that gap to the car in front. Some tend to lid off. For me, it really depends on the situation you're in. Like if you're kind of mid-race or so and you're still having to worry about fuel, I tend to lid off just to kill two birds with one stone. When it's final stint, you're good to go, then you're just really trying to trail the brake, because to me it feels like it responds better when you're just trailing the brake, trying to maintain the gap, and when you finally get off of it, that's when you start to speed up.
Well, no. If you're third or fourth in line, you got to push. That's the fun part, isn't it? Pushing.
Not if you're not. Haven't you heard? Don't push the pusher.
Oh, I have, but that doesn't stop everyone.
It sure doesn't.
From the odd person behind, thinking you can just push 5 or 6 cars in a line.
Speaking of pushing, Tony giving a hell of a shove to Matson right there.
Oh yeah, he's definitely been a lifeline there for Matson. He's pushing real hard for him. So Matson might have to buy Tony a beer after this race.
And whatever happens with Peter, that's going to give us the look into everyone's fuel mileage here in this final stint. Because, if Peter has to pit, then I feel like a good chunk probably won't be far away from joining him.
Well, my money's probably on at least 3 or 4 cars will need to pit, but looking at those skids there, Peter's the longest out there. Everyone else has got an extra 2 laps up their sleeve, so Peter Matson's probably going to be coming down pit road in the next 2 laps.
Yeah, Peter and the road cars, they're who I'm worried about. The others, maybe, but I think those 3 are the ones that we're the most confident that they can't make it. Well, what do we know? And there it is. Matson bringing it in now. It's pretty early there, Paul.
Well,
oh,
if I was Scott McClintock, I would have hung out on that middle line because Tony Roffe being those laps down, he's blocking off Troy Davidson there. So now he's sort of opened the door to Lachlan Urquio to come through, but the third line's come alive as well. Wellman, Maiolo on the outside there. The Fox boys are lined up, but they've got Wellman in front of them.
yeah. Fox 1 pushing car 1.
Who would have thought that? Well, hopefully Tony Roffe can push McClintock hard like he was with Matson. But
Thought Tony was pitting right there.
so did I.
4 to go. And obligatory mention that start-finish line is way down past the tri-oval. You know, we're at Talladega. We always have to make sure we mention that at least once per race. It's not law, but it feels like a law.
Well, Berlin going to be pitting this time round. So I'd say Colin Bennett and I think Malone might have already parked that car. So Colin Bennett would probably be pretty close on pitting too.
No takers, 3 to go. Oh, that does not look good. Oh boy. Looks like Tony's lit a few cars by. He might be bringing it in. Oh, Scott McClintock is pitting.
Ooh, from the front. He couldn't make it.
And
well, that's given Simboys control of 2 lines here. Troy Davidson on the inside and Wellman on the outside.
Simboy sandwich. Oh no, there it is! Well,
I think that's a car engine blown too, actually.
oh boy.
We'll have a look at the 131 retro radio replay and check out what happened here. 4 wide there. And one of the Southern Stars getting sandwiched between the Fox cars. And I think that's Ryan Barber, and I think that blew his engine in that one too. So
yeah, he has already left
one
possession.
Car's going to have to get towed from the side of the track there. Bang. Alrighty. Here comes that green-white checker. So
Now, this potentially might have worked out absolutely perfectly for Matson and McClintock, because with this being a green-white checkered, you have to imagine that everyone's going to be coming in to get that extra little splash. So with those two already doing their stops, they might be able to stay out and cycle back to the front row. Just really depends on who else comes in and if they even took enough fuel for the green-white checker themselves.
Well, the green-white checkers kind of rolled over into these last few laps because we were 4 to come 3 to go. So it sort of accounted for them. But if we do see a second or third green-white checker, then if they didn't account for fuel for that, then could be in trouble.
Yeah, we're believe we're just about to complete lap 100 here.
Well, very interesting because Sean Signori's out the front there with Matson, so sure on the old strategy Sean's pulled out of his sleeve here.
It's because Sean was still a lap down.
Lap down still? Okay.
So
Well,
I think he's going to be...
Sorry, go on.
I think he's in position to get a wave around.
I was looking at the pit box time still there, so wasn't sure if he was on the lead lap or not there. Well, let's definitely help Matson out because, yeah, Matson has cycled back to the front. McClintock sitting around 12th there, so didn't quite work out there for McClintock, but
Yeah, I wonder if he was still on pit road when that happened. It's the only thing I can figure.
Well, I think Matson's actually down as well with Sean, so they're both going to get a wave around possibly.
You're right, because it's showing Troy as the race leader. Well, Paul, this is going to be one heck of a way to end the season.
What better way than a green-white checker?
Amen.
Just reminds me, it's just like a cage match. Drop the cage over Dega now, and 3 laps. See who survives. What do they call it? Hell in a Cell?
Yep.
Well, pace car lights are off. So, pace lap to go, and we'll be back under green. Hopefully, the green-white checker will fly, and we won't see that yellow anymore. Simboys on the inside, SRM on the outside. Lined up, ready to go. Who's going to make that push for the third line?
I could see Kim probably jumping up immediately. How much speed he's had tonight.
Yeah, definitely hungry for a win. Been controlling a fair portion of the race. Pace car about to pull in. And Sean pulling off track again. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I don't know.
But one more time, Troy Davidson taking us to green, getting a good jump there. Good, and a little bit of a gap. stretching out there. Giuseppe Maiolo pushing up. Pushing up wide, pushing Kim Roffey wide. Forcing Kim Roffey out to the third line, but Maiolo popping out in front. Yes, sir, I'm trying to control that third line to shut it down.
Oh, but here comes Giuseppe. He's looking to the outside. He is the only one right now. Oh, but look at that.
Star's going to push out there as well onto that third line. See if they'll try and make it a fourth. They've got the two cars there lined up.
White flag. It all comes down to this. Whoa. See Big Will go from that third lane.
Third lane just stalling out a little bit there. Getting the run back around on the back straight, but Matty Ray in the middle. Troy Davidson on the inside, Matty Ray in the middle, Giuseppe Maiolo on the outside. It's going to be a drag race to the finish. Wellman trying to make it 5 wide.
Oh, they're wrecking! It is Matty Ray!
There's the big one right on the finish. Maiolo's on his lead. Ooh-wee. What a way to finish 18 rounds of the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series, and you finish on your lid. Ooh-wee. Alrighty, well, Matty Ray taking the win in the final round for the season. Car looking very battered and bruised there. Look at the front of that car. It was definitely a war out there at Dega tonight. Matty Ray putting it on the front row in qualifying in second and coming away with the win. Troy Davidson taking the pole and coming home in second. So reverse finishes there for those two in qualifying, but good recovery drive there for Troy Davidson. Matty Ray's going to light that up on the limiter too. Have a listen to that.
Man, look at that.
Definitely leaving nothing on those tyres. Alrighty, well, we'll be back with our podium and our championship winner in just a moment for a chat, so stay tuned.
Need reliable electrical solutions you can count on? The UES group of companies has got you covered. From electrical installations and repairs through to all your compliance and tagging requirements, United Electrical and United Essential Solutions are here to help. Whether it's commercial electrical projects or home renovations, United Electrical can help make it happen. Need to secure your investment with an automatic gate? We can be there from the start of manufacturing right through to the final installation. We even offer excavation services to reduce the need to employ multiple trades. Need to get your electrical equipment tagged to meet compliance? Our United Essential Solutions team are here to help. Appliance tagging, emergency lighting, switchboard inspections, building compliance? Look no further than United Essential. UES Group is 100% Australian owned and operated. We pride ourselves on our customer service and commitment. Visit uestas.com.au or call 1300 122 598 to learn more. Or find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Alrighty, welcome back everyone, and thanks for tuning in tonight and with us through 18 rounds here for the UES Group OzOvals V8 Supercar Series. But the unofficial results here: Matty Raymond taking the dub at Talladega, Troy Davidson coming home in second, and Lachlan Oquio your podium in third. Gary Wellman coming home fourth, Giuseppe Maiolo your top five, Tom Pritchard in sixth, Kim Roffey in seventh, Daniel Blinko in eighth, Colin Bennett in ninth, and Ruben Phelps rounding out your top 10.
And then we have Andy Barber in 11th, Scott McClintock, Peter Madsen, Todd Maxfield, and Adam Malone rounding out the top 15. Sean Signore, Nick Burling, Ryan Barber, Tony Roffey, and Jacob Dean, the top 20. With Wesley Fuge in 21st, Derek Jacobs, Nigel Patton, Tyson Carey, and Rick Vincent, the top 25, with Nicholas Walsh rounding out the field in P26.
Alrighty, well, we'll take a walk down to the TWS victory lane. And kicking it off with third place, Lockie, how you going?
Good, yourselves?
Yeah, back again.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not too often you get to say you're in the booth twice, but it's always for good reasons generally when you are. It's a good race.
Definitely. I do love those colours. Those Subaru colours just work. They look good on that car.
I'll let you in on a secret. Next year's looks better, or next season's.
Who does it?
Matty Ray's gone to work in the booth, and he's given it a little bit of a facelift, so it's going to look even better.
Heard it here first. Look out for those SRM paint jobs coming. It'll be good to see, and hopefully we'll see some change-ups from the other teams as well. But back on track, and what better way with the podium? So it was a little bit wild there, and two SRM cars on the podium, so that's a pretty good finish there too. Unlucky there, Rube's not able to join us there, but obviously taking out the championship as well, so that's a good one for him. We'll chat to him in a bit.
I was going to say, Ruben got a bit unlucky with that last green flag stop. He kind of got stuck out the back and ended up falling right back towards the tail end of the lead lap. So poor Ruben kind of had a bit of a rough run there. But no, I think he ended up back in the top 10, so he ended up finishing with a good result, all things considered. But no, it was it's a great result for the team, great result for Matty as well. He thoroughly deserved that win. Drove really well all race. Little bit of a hiccup in the middle there, but no, he's thoroughly deserved. But yeah, I do want to just shout out though the whole sort of top 10 at the end there. I mean, yeah, okay, we wrecked over the line, but to go 3-4 wide all the way for that whole green white checker run, I mean, that's just shows the level of racing and skill we have in this group. So it's big shout out to everybody involved there to have such a good finish like that.
Yeah, for sure. We'll let you celebrate that one with the boys and the team, and we'll let you have a shout out to any sponsors and anyone at home.
Yeah, so big thanks to TWRS for getting on board this with us and looking after us and bringing us into the team. It's great atmosphere, great group, and some even better setups. Big thanks to Cut 6 Sticker Co. and Scotcher Race Fuels as well for looking after the team. And yeah, big thanks to Matty Ray and the SRM crew, Ruben, and all involved. Shawnee's in there with us tonight as well. So yeah, just great group of people to be with.
Alrighty, well, look forward to seeing those paints next season and seeing you back on track with us for hopefully the full season.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see how we go.
Alrighty, well, good to see you back, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again.
Cheers, we'll see you soon.
Okay. Over to you, James, for second place.
Yes, sir. Troy Davidson. James in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, James. How you going, mate?
Going all right. That was a heck of a recovery. First of all, what happened on the start? Was it going too early in the restart zone?
Yeah, it's my mistake. I've been on holidays the last couple of weeks and I've been out of tune, and I was thinking I had to go on the the restart zone, but yeah, on the initial start you got to wait to the green, don't you? So yeah, it's my stuff up there.
Yeah, but if there's any track to make that mistake, it's a track like here where you don't have to worry about really going a lap down, and you were able to get the cautions you needed to get back in the fray, and you made a hell of a run there at the end. Take us through what the plan was coming to the white flag, knowing you had all that help behind.
Yeah, well, it was actually before that, because before the yellow, I had Tony Roffey in front of me, and I knew he was laps down. I wasn't sure 100% what he was going to do, but I think Scott McClintock was leading, but because he'd been leading a few laps, I thought, because I knew I was pretty tight on fuel, but I was going to get there, but it was pretty tight, and I thought there's no way he'll make it, so I was sort of hoping that he'd pull into the pits, and which he did, and then Tony actually pulled on the apron as well, and that just slingshot me to the front. And that was sort of my plan that I was hoping for, with sort of 5-6 laps to go, but then the yellow came out, and I actually thought I was going to get swamped on the back straight on the restart, but I actually sort of managed to hold on a little bit, but it was just going to be, I knew I had Gazza behind me, so I had a good push, but yeah, obviously the other packs on the middle and the top lane were going to make a charge as well, but yeah, nearly got there, but not quite.
Absolutely, and it was definitely chaotic there towards the middle. How difficult is it to work around all that when you see a super speedway race start to kind of act like a super speedway race?
Yeah, that's it. When I got the black flag and I was half a lap back, it's interesting because these cars pretty much hit the rev limiter in the draft, and when I was out on my own, other than using a little bit more fuel, I actually wasn't losing much track, and I actually didn't mind it because I thought, well, I'm well out of trouble here. And then once I sort of, the first yellow come and I was back on the pack, I just hung around the back, but just a little bit off, just to sort of, try to escape a few wrecks. And but then, yeah, towards the end, you sort of got to start nudging your way up and get yourself into position. But it's always a roll of the dice on these super speedways. You never really know what's going to happen, do you?
No, you don't, but it was still a great run for you tonight. A great end to the season. Any sponsors, plugs, and shout-outs you'd like to give before we let you go?
It's probably a whole heap tonight. Obviously, the last race of the season. Just massive shout-out to OzOvals. Obviously, there's been a bit going on for a little bit, but massive shout-out to Kobe running it, all you guys in the booth, all the inside lane productions, everything simulated, your sponsor TWRS setups, then the Sim Boys, all the boys in there, United UES electrical group, Hot Toddy heating stalls, if I've missed anyone, just love racing the season and can't wait for this race in a couple of weeks time, the Fusion thing, but yeah, bring on next season. Thanks very much.
Absolutely. We appreciate you, Troy, and hopefully we're talking to you again next season.
Yep, sure do, James. Cheers, mate.
All Alrighty, well, that was Troy Davison coming home second tonight, but once again, the man of the moment for tonight's race and round 18 race winner, Matty Raymond. How you going, Matty?
Yeah, good, man. How are you, buddy?
Yeah, pretty good. Firstly, Lockie thought it was pretty cool being up in the booth twice and coming home in third, but Matty Ray, you're up in the booth twice and coming home in first, so that's cooler, isn't it?
Yeah, how good's that one, eh? Bloody hell.
Yeah, well, I thought there for a moment that might have been an SRM push to get Colin Bennett into a win here tonight. Earlier,
Well, that's what we're trying. Yeah, we were trying to get Cole a good, decent result, and then he chirps over the radio, I'm going to run out of fuel, boys. And we're like, oh, shit, all right. So we sort of did whatever we could there, but yeah.
Yeah, there was a few that were a lap or two short there, and didn't really look like there was much fuel saving going on from drivers tonight. So
nah,
didn't really help anyone out there. So
no, that's good. Yeah,
things sort of fell your way, and with that restart, obviously, you had the Sim boys there, and at one point they were, controlling the inside and the outside lane with Troy Davidson and Gary Wellman there, and you and Lockie in the middle there, but with that caution managed to survive that and shut down that third lane. And on the restart there, since you and Lockie were lined up there, you had a pretty good restart and managed to shut off that third lane on the I think it was on the green flag lap, but sort of white flag. They got that third lane running again.
Yeah, no, it was it was it was a bit sketchy. It was just like, it's just a case of lady luck, really. Like as soon as we got the jump, I fell asleep on the start a little bit. Troy was leading, wasn't he? Yeah, Troy got the jump on me a little bit. I fell asleep, but once I saw Gaz coming up, it was a bit of a case of like, look, as long as I can hang on his tail light, dump air on that spoiler of his, should be able to hold both of those two cars up. And luckily, I just still had a tail light on him, sort of thing, coming out of two, and then me and Lockie hooked up and giddy up, So yeah, it was really good. I wasn't too worried about the top line. I figured they were going to race too hard and break each other up and all that sort of thing anyway. But yeah, I was really worried about T-Bone bloody coming through and taking the win. But like I said, it's coming down to literally sort of turn 4 onwards. It's a flip of a coin who's going to get it, So just did as much as we possibly could, stuck on Troy's door, and yeah, we got lucky in the end, really. But yeah, no, I owe most of that to Lockie, of course. He gave me a really, really good push. It was bloody awesome, yeah. So we had fun, yeah.
Yep, well, it's been a bit of a season, and probably looking forward to a little bit of a break now as well. But,
yeah, that's it, yeah.
I hear the inside goss, you've been working hard anyway with some new paints as well.
Yeah, we're going to just update them a little bit. So, they'll pretty well look the same, but I'm going to flip to a new colour myself. Ruben will stay with the black and the yellow and whatnot. And, Lockie's freeing up a little bit personal life-wise, so he might come and run a bit more tonight. Again, like he did tonight, so to speak. And, Brenton might even be coming back because he's finishing up his field work with the army. So, yeah, we might have a couple of more SRM sleds out on the track, and I won't change them too much, but we'll just update them, try and make them look a little bit prettier for next season.
Lots of little jobs there for next season from SRM, so getting all the spoils there.
Yeah, mate, yeah, got to keep them guessing, it's like.
Alrighty, well, we'll let you have a shout out to your sponsors and anyone at home, and we'll let you go and celebrate that win.
Yeah, mate, yeah. The usual, priority number one, of course, is TWRS. They look after us the most, giving us setups, the whole team looking after us all the time. So anyone looking to get a bit more serious with their iRacing, go check them out if they want setups for all sorts, NASCAR, GT3s, all that sort of business, whatever they're into. Scotch Race Fuels, Cut 6 Sticker Co, Moondog or Raymond down at Moondog Signs. Got Con down at Adelaide Fuel Recovery. He's been helping us out a little bit. A couple of charities of TS Tourette's and the Alopecia Foundation as well, or Australian Alopecia Foundation, sorry. And of course the team, SRM, all the boys help us out. They're always sinking laps in together. Sean, Ruben, they're here every bloody week, and it's like breakfast time for Sean. So for him to get up every week, it's pretty cool to get him to come run with us, and he's always good value. And you guys inside lane, all you James, yourself, Paul, mate, bloody Kobe, all the work you guys put in, and all the crap you have to deal with as well. Like, I really got to hand it to you. I really thank you guys for putting this league on and giving us somewhere to race. It's good to race against. I want to say all of these blokes, but we get in troubles with each other at times, so people get a bit testy here and there, and sometimes we get some folks that behaving like children. So for you blokes to put up with all that crap all the time and to deal with it the way you do, I really got to commend you. So thanks to you guys, especially UES for sponsoring the series. Like, that's really good of them to be chipping in and helping out as much as they do. Everything's simulated. All the rest of the guys that help out, Steve-O with Web 131. Just everyone that actually helps and does something for this league, and instead of just complaining about it. So yeah, thanks to all you guys, and yeah, the good drivers out there. You guys know who you are, of course. Always racing really well, week in, week out. It's a pleasure, not a chore, and I have a lot of fun. So yeah, thanks everyone, really. And a couple of Perso shout-outs. I promised Christina, give you a shout-out. And of course, my best mate, Chappie. Love you, Dale.
Alrighty, well, thank you there, Matty Raymond, and congrats once again on the win here tonight for the final round of the season at Talladega. So props there. And
yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, they have to call it Talladega now, mate.
Talladega. Well, you shaked and baked with what you got there.
Oh, we did, yeah, we did.
But yeah,
I got two first names. That qualifies me, mate.
Alrighty, well, you go celebrate that one, and look forward to seeing what's in store from the team next season.
Yeah, well, thank you, mate. Yeah, cheers, and well done, guys, again on another cool series. And yeah, it was a great season to be a part of. Hopefully, we get one next season. We'll see what happens, eh?
Thanks, Matty. We'll let you go there. But now the conclusion of the season there, James. So what better way to have some words from our championship winner for the season? We'll let you introduce him and do the honors there.
Absolutely. Ruben, James in the booth, you got a copy?
Yep, sure do.
Well, how about it? How does it feel, champ?
That's bloody fantastic. It's been just this whole season's been super fun, and of course, just I don't know what it is. Even though there was a few situations that could make a driver sort of drop off the earth, like with disconnects and a few other things during the season that would make anybody sort of give up, but I didn't give up on those situations. Came back to finish well in these races. Of course, obviously 5 wins during the season isn't any fluke even. That's what's prompted me to get all the points, and yeah, no, it's been very fun. Of course, there's been some other things in the background that sort of makes it not so fun, but the racing's been good.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest differences is last year, your luck was pretty atrocious at times, but this year things fell a little more in your favor, and you were able to take advantage of a lot of that, and also make your own luck too. Like, there were quite a few times where it seemed like it was going to be a huge hit to the hopes, and then all of a sudden you're able to pull out a phenomenal finish, seemingly out of nowhere. Do you think that that resiliency from everything last season really played into your hands this time around?
Well, it's sort of a case of the biggest saying is the finish first, you must finish, right? So that's the mentality that I sort of went through this season. It's sort of just, you know, it doesn't matter if you're first or, you know, 20th on lap 1. It's just managing what you have and obviously avoiding what's in front of you. And obviously I've been quick, but choosing the right time to actually, you know, make the move and being the right time to get to the front and all that too. So, but you know, it's not exactly the most easiest thing to do, especially if you're just one person, but sometimes I find it's just a little bit easier to race yourself than race others. But of course, when I do race others, it's just understanding what's happening around you to, you know, make those decisions as well. So, but every single thing this season, it's just seemed to have opened up for me, and I just took advantage of it and got the points to make up the championship, obviously. So, but other than that, the racing's been awesome. So, congrats to everybody in making it a good fun season.
Absolutely. And finally, what was your favorite part from this year?
Oh, definitely the wins, of course. I mean, everybody wants to win. So, you know, being able to do 5 lots of burnouts through the year, started off so well, multiple podiums and all sorts of things. Obviously the disconnects and that wasn't the fun part, but just being able to make the racing fun. And of course, I mean, there's different things, and every race was something to work different in strategies. There was a lot of fuel-saving races, flat-out races. I don't know exactly which type of racing's my favourite type. I obviously don't exactly like the fuel-saving races, but if everybody's doing it, you sort of got to play along with the game, unfortunately. But when the racing looks good and 3 or 4 wide, it just make it a bit more epic. But the supercar though, or the V8, whatever, I find that racing tends to be pretty common, so it's always good to build on the ovals.
Absolutely. Well, the floor is yours, champ.
Well, of course, I've got to thank Kobe for putting the league together. Like I said, there's been a few things behind the scenes that sort of hit or miss, but hopefully there'll be another season, but we'll get into that. But of course, TWRS for sponsoring SRM, and of course Matty Ray and Lockie returned today, so he's had a bit of computer dramas for the start of the year, so it's good to have a little bit of a reunion and making SRM bigger. Of course, Scotch's Race Fuel, Cut Stick Sticker Co, Moondog, and our 2 charities of Tears Treats Australia and Australia Alopecia.
Alrighty, we appreciate you, champ, and hopefully we're talking to you again next year.
Yep, definitely will.
Alright, there is our champ, Ruben Phelps, and how about that, partner? Another season done and dusted.
Yep, 18 rounds of some good hard racing, some mad moments, some wild moments out there, and all the action on and off the track. It's been quite a wild season, this one. Couldn't have done it without you in the booth there, James. And obviously all of our sponsors, so give them one more plug. So UES Group, our naming sponsor there, and Burling Motor Group for sponsoring the keys to the race. 131 Retro Radio for our replays. Everyone at home to replay those wild moments. And TWRS setups and everything simulated for the booth and victory lanes. So share that to all you guys, but the madness obviously doesn't stop there. We've got a little bit of a 3-league, 1 race going on there. The Fusion 400 coming up, so you'll be able to tune back in on Inside Lane Productions for that crazy race on the iRacing Superspeedway. So if you didn't get your fix on Superspeedway tonight, Dega, well, there's going to be more Superspeedway action coming up with that one. But I don't know if Kobe wants to say a few words before we wrap up or not.
I didn't plan to, but I guess I'll say something real quick. Thank you for all the drivers for putting up for my mood swings throughout the season. It wasn't easy taking care of your children. Lol, that was a joke. Don't take it too harshly. Thank you to our sponsors, especially UES. Without them, honestly, we wouldn't have a league. Or we might have a league, but we wouldn't have a broadcasted league, because I definitely couldn't afford to pay you guys out of my own pocket. So big thank you to UES. Thank you to Steve Hoppett doing all the stuff in the background until health got in the way. Appreciate your work. Nick Burling for sponsoring the booth. Thank you very much. I think you rattled off the rest of our minor sponsors again. Appreciate your work. Appreciate you sponsoring us and supporting us. That's about it. I'm going to wrap it up because I'm sure as hell James wants to get to bed and get some shut-eye. And I'm sure you want to get out of here because you'll probably have to work tomorrow, Paul. So I'll hand it back over to you. Thank you to all the drivers, of course, and thank you to the viewers. Good night.
Alrighty, thanks, Cobes. And yeah, shout out to all the drivers and all the sponsors and everyone once more. Everyone tuning in at home as well for the season that's been. But we'll wrap things up. James, thanks for joining me in the booth this season. And from myself, James, Kobe, behind the cameras and that, Inside Lane Productions. Hope everyone's enjoyed the season and look back on those races and look forward to seeing what's next in store. So stay tuned and follow along with Inside Lane Productions and check out when the broadcast goes live once again for the next season. But obviously, drivers and that, check out the Discord and we'll have the future plans up there when we can. But from all of us here, we wish everyone a good night and we'll see you again.
Scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. Scrape it up, and then if you want, you can make it up. Take it up, drop it back down so you shake it up. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'm gonna pop it till I drop, cause I ain't dropping Miss Daisy. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. I got a boast, I move like a ghost. Give them that Patrick Swayze's. All of them lost, they knew the cost. I chase them down, I'm the boss. Up in a circle, hitting that purple. If that don't work, maybe a purple. Madison High, that is the spot where I get paid every raise. Sign on my checks with a big X, then get up out of my space. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. All of my shit, always legit, it's just what my mama gave me. I'm always first, that's crazy. My future never been hazy. Call it a win, once I begin, I'ma do it for my baby. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. Running back, watch out cause I'm on the attack. Passing by, it's easy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I am the one, hot like the sun, winning the races that pay me. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. Hitting the throttle, popping the bottle, pour it on top of like gravy. It's never a cap, winning the snap, and no one got nothing to say. I'm in every place, taking every race, nobody can get in my way. Tapping the brake, first to the take, I never knew how to die. Give all the rest, all of my best, all that it takes running dry. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. You think you know how this will go, don't be so goddamn hasty. I'm always first, it's crazy. My future never been hazy. I'll see you there, blood in the air, victory's gonna be tasty.